So all of these lessons seem to be kind of perennial. But the one that I was alluding to earlier, which I find particularly striking, part of his Ravandagan, his wayfaring, this difficult path of overcoming ego, was that one of his teachers said, for the next few years, you must seek out the sick and the broken-hearted, and you must run errands for them, and you must be with them. Be with them as they die. Visit them when they're sick. If they have problems and issues, go to them, see if you can help them with their problems and issues, and always look for the weakest of the people. And this is, of course, the prophetic way. Look for the weak, be with the weak, serve the weak. And then after this period of time was gone, he was then told to serve the animals, the street dogs in particular of Bukhara. We still have them. The taxi this morning almost crashed because a dog ran across the road. It's perennial. And generally we think these are kind of dirty, hopeless animals. Perhaps the police will shoot them. But what Naqshband Hazrat is told is to be their servant. If they're wounded, clean their wounds and bandage their wounds. If they're hungry, feed them. Be the servant of the dogs of Bukhara. Very hard for the ego, the nafs. Everybody's going to laugh at him. He's somebody from a noble family who is looking after these dirty street dogs. And then his teacher says there'll be one of them who will give you a great gift, and you should look for that one dog in Bukhara. And Naqshband Hazrat says, one day I found this dog and I thought there was a special understanding between me and the dog. And then the dog looked at me, rolled over on its back, started waving its legs, and started barking or howling and doing a kind of dog sound. And because of the overcoming of his ego and because of his love for Allah's creatures, Naqshband Hazrat says, Ameen, Ameen, as if the dog is making a dua with his paws in the air. Naqshband Hazrat says, Ameen. And he says, at that moment I was granted the opening, the fath, and I saw myself at one with all creatures, and I saw the divine nearness in all creatures, and that everything is the divine names, busy, shining. These are words. What was his experience? We know he dedicated the rest of his life to looking for the broken-hearted, serving anybody who was weak. That's his giving heart. But this is a very high degree. To see things not just in terms of the outward form, which is just like the screen on a computer, which isn't really what the computer is like, but just pictures and icons and images, but the reality of the computer is some strange thing. But to see beyond the screen of dunya into reality, the world of haqiqat. Yeah. And what do you see there?